So shame is an emotion that all of humanity is familiar with ever since the fall. And we know this. And shame is telling us that we do not have, how did we say it? We do not have a seat at the table. We do not have the seat that we thought were not accepted at the table. We do not have that place. We do not belong in that home where we would like to belong. In reality, we are rejected, and we are to be rejected. And welcome this morning to this morning jolt. And yesterday we talked about this, and we spoke about how Jesus kind of pushed through this thin wall of shame to find victory on the other side, and how we also can do this. But how do we do this? And I'm just going to give you two verses, and I encourage you to meditate on them because they are amazing. One is Philippians 1:6, where we read that we have been accepted in the beloved. This is, of course, the beloved is Jesus, and in him we are accepted. And this is the message that counters shame, just like shame counters that message. The other week we spoke about who we are in Christ, and what we have been given as believers in Christ, all of us, every one of us, and shame in us, that sense, Satan can use it, manipulate it against us, and turn it against that message of we are accepted in Christ, and you know, and it can turn us actually against that reality that the Bible tells us that you are in Christ, but shame convinces us that no, we're not. I don't belong in him because I am so, I'm so despicable. I am so, my quality is terrible, and my failures and my faults that we all have. And God is speaking on the other side, telling us something beautiful. And we need to meditate on this truth. This is why the church is so useful for us, because the church will tell us that we are in Christ, and the church will tell us who we are in Christ. And one of the verses by which we do that, of course, is Philippians 1:6 that I just quoted. That we are accepted in the beloved, in Christ, and this is something amazing. This is something beautiful for all of us, and you need to settle that in your heart, because God says that by His grace you are accepted at that table. You belong there, and it's only by His grace, of course, that happens. But we don't see God's heart perfectly as of now. Of course, that we know that. Paul speaks about it in the end of 1 Corinthians 13, I think maybe verse 12. We understand in part, and all of us do. But so what does that mean? So when shame speaks to us, the way we deal with it is this. Maybe it's in 1 Corinthians 4:5. It says, "Therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of God." Okay, so apply that to yourself. Yeah, apply it to others also. Don't judge others, but apply it to yourself right now and say, I'm not going to judge anything before the time is concerning me until the Lord come. He will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of my heart. And then shall have my praise of God, and of Him I need it. I don't need it from people. I need it of the Lord. I'm just going to wait with that. I'm going to say, I'm going to trust you, Lord, for this, even though I am, I'm feeling terrible about myself. I feel I should be rejected, but I'm just going to trust you, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm not going to listen to the voice of shame, because I belong to you, and I am in you, and I am accepted, because you know what you're talking about. And one day I will see your heart clearly. One day I will enter your presence, and then I will know, oh, okay, it was like that, and I lived by faith in that reality, even though I wasn't seeing it. So just wanted to encourage you with that, to say to shame, that sense that the devil desires to use against you, and actually against everyone who would be edified by your faith. and say, no, God can judge me, and shame cannot do this and cannot hold me back. I am in Christ, and that's where I belong, and there I am accepted, there I am given a seat. God bless your day with that.